Hi, my name is Ashwini Kumar and welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see the part 5 of the teaching aptitude, that is fifth topic of the first unit. So in the previous videos or in the previous lectures, we discussed about the four different types of topics. They are teaching, learners characteristics, factors affecting teaching, and methods of teaching. So in this video, we are going to discuss about this fifth topic, that is teaching support system. So as per the UGC syllabus, in this teaching support system, these total three concepts are given. That is traditional teaching support system and the modern teaching support system and the ICT. ICT is nothing but information and communication technology. So these are the three different types of teaching support system are given in the UGC syllabus. So, but for your understanding purpose, I divide these topics into the total of four different types of topics. First one is the meaning or the definition of the teaching support system, and next one is the what is the necessity of using this teaching support system for delivering the effective teaching to the students. And third one is the different types of teaching support system. That means just like whatever the things we saw, traditional, modern, and ICT based. So all these three will cover under this 5.3, that is types of teaching support system. And in the fourth topic, based upon the sense organs, nothing but audio, video, and both audio video. So based upon the sense organs, how many teaching methods are there, right? So these are the four different types of topics we are going to see one by one. So the first one is the meaning of teaching support system. So generally, before going to these definitions and all, first of all, the teaching support system means if we are delivering the lecture in the classroom, what are the tools we are using? So these tools are comes under the teaching support system. So for example, if we are using the board and chalk or else the projectors, so whatever the device we're using or else the dusters, so all these devices, so whatever the supporting things you are taking to deliver your lecture, that is nothing but a teaching support system. So here coming to this definition, a teaching support system, nothing but it's also called as a teaching aids, right? So the tools which are useful for your teaching is nothing but a teaching aids. So a teaching support system is something that teachers will use in their classroom to help students to improve their reading and understanding skills and to reinforce an ability or to make learning fun, right? So generally for our teaching, the most traditional method or the oldest method is using the chalk and board, and the books or the materials, all these things are also comes under the teaching support system. And for example, if you want to explain about the world map, then generally if you are using this tool to explain the students, then it will be very fun to them to learn, irrespective of simply speaking that we are having these many countries and these many continents and these many oceans and like this. So if you are showing them by pointing the countries and the oceans and the continents on this globe, then it will be very fun to them. So the understanding skills of the students will also develop. So that is the teaching support system. And next, generally it is an instructional aid, just like the I told that book, chalk and board and pictures. An object just like the globe or a map or specimen or devices such as DVD or computer used by a teacher to enhance the classroom instruction. So generally, these teaching aids will helpful the teacher in carrying out the efficient teaching learning process, and they cannot replace. Of course, whatever the teaching aids we are taking, these are only the supporting things. These are only the supporting system. They never ever replace the teacher by any means. So teaching aids can be used in any of the core classes. There are several types of teaching aids to be used in a classroom, right? So these are the different teaching aids and especially the meaning of the teaching support system. And now while coming to the next topic is the need of teaching support system. So what is the use of using this teaching aids or the teaching support system mean? Generally, every student or the learner has having some tendency to forget. So either it may be the learner or the teacher. So for proper using of these teaching aids, help to retain the more concepts permanently, right? So and next, students can learn better when they are motivated properly through different teaching aids. And the teaching methods develop the proper image when the students see, hear, taste, and smell properly. So whatever the concepts we are explaining, if you are giving any one model of that concept by making any some what we call, if you do any some kind of art with the boards or with some cardboards, right? So if you are doing any some models based upon that one, whatever the thing you are going to explain, then they can able to see, or else they can able to imagine the picture of that concept what you want to explain. So whenever the students can able to see or hear or taste or smell, smell means generally if you are telling that some material will smells like this and some materials will looks like this. So instead of telling like this, if you are showing that material smell to them, and if you are showing that material to them, then they can easily remember so how this material smells and how this material looks like. Okay, so it will be the permanent remembering the concepts like that, right? So teaching methods provide a complete example of the conceptual thinking. And apart from these points, a few more points also I'm saying. So if you want, you may just note down. The teaching methods create an environment of interest for the students, and it helps to increase the vocabulary of the students. And the teaching methods helps the teacher to get some time and make learning permanent. And teaching methods provide direct experience to the students. So these are all the different necessities are there. So based upon this necessity, that means these are all the needs of the teaching support system. So the finally one conclusion that I want to say, what is the need of the teaching support system means to visualize the concepts, to understand the concepts in a more analytical way to the students. That is the main purpose of using the teaching methods or teaching support system or teaching aids, right? And next one is the type of teaching support systems. So here the teaching support system is having the three different types, that is it's classified into the three different types. First one is a traditional support system, next one is a modern support system, and the third one is a ICT based support system. So traditional support system means, as I already represented one diagram here, so from this diagram itself you can understand traditional means old method. So generally the board with some marker stick or with some chalk piece and duster. So these are all the traditional teaching support system. And next one is a modern support system. That means explain the concepts by doing the PowerPoint presentations with the help of projectors and the whiteboard to the students, such that the students can able to visualize the things. And the next one is the information and communication technology based support system. That means how we can relate. That means sometimes you may confuse between both these two, modern support system and ICT support system. So I will clear you that ICT support system means we are using the internet. In this teaching support system, we are using the internet connection to the systems or laptops or the mobiles or whatever the things you are using, and we are using the browsers and the Google search. So the different types of things we are doing with the help of this internet. That is nothing but a information communication technology, right? So in this support system, we may use the already recorded videos or the already stored images. But in this, with the help of this ICT support system, we may take the online classes or live classes or online seminars or online webinars, different types of things we may conduct based upon this one. Or we can also do the some kind of what to say, a huge very big symposium also with the help of these internet connections, right? So anyhow, these are the main classifications between these three based upon these examples. So here, coming to the traditional support system, here I kept a few examples and devices. So sometimes in the exam you may get the question like one act play place is comes under which type of teaching support system? Is it a traditional, is it a modern, or is it an ICT? So like that you must be able to answer it. That one act place is comes under the traditional support system, right? So in the traditional support system there is no technology, no computers, no internets, no projectors, nothing. So in the traditional support system everything is a manual only, right? So here in the traditional support system the teacher only becomes like an actor, and he is the teacher only the hero, he is the villain, he is the director, and everything plays by the teacher only. And sometimes he takes the support of the students, just like a roles, okay, so side actors in the movie, to finish one drama. And with the help of this drama the teacher is trying to make them understand something, or else with the help of this drama the teacher is trying to tell the moral stories to the students. So anything, the manual involvement, either it might be teacher or it might be the students, so all these manual involvements will becomes under the traditional support system. So if you're taking a board and a chalk piece, so board and chalk piece will be used by the teacher only, right? So here, just like the blackboards, textbooks, charts, pictures, posters, maps, atlases, globes, flashcards, flipcards, worksheets, science lab, apparatus, materials, models, crossword puzzles, so quizzes, storytelling, dramatization, one act plays, dictionaries, encyclopedias, reference books, learning toys, and abacus. So like that the different what we call traditional teaching support system tools, these are all right. So in the same way, while coming to the modern support system, so definitely in the modern support system the computer or the laptops will play the more key role. So just like the examples, computers, internet surfing, laptops, electronic notebooks, e-readers, and computer educational games, online dictionaries, online encyclopedias, picture dictionaries, and talking dictionaries, online tests, online ebooks, audio, video teaching aids for learning, and various subjects including the languages, PowerPoint slides and games, flash educational games, lesson relayed on radio through satellites. And DTH channels, especially for the Swayam Prabha. In the last lecture, we saw the Swayam and the Swayam Prabha. So, like that, the lessons relayed on the radio through satellites, lessons on TV relayed by certain TV channels, educational CDs, DVDs, projectors, interactive whiteboards are also called as smart boards, etc. So, all these things or the devices are helpful for the modern teaching support system, right? And next we will see the ICT, information and communications technology based support system. So actually it is an electronic means of capturing and processing, storing, just like the capturing the video or the images, and else the processing that one. So processing that one means why? Because let's take one server, and this server is connected to the different computers. Different computers means all these other different users. So if this server is under my control, if I am capturing my video, and then I will upload that video into this server, then it starts processing, and after processing it stores. So after storing, it is nothing but a if I'm giving, I am doing the video means it is just I am putting the information into this one, right? So and after putting the information into this one, it just starts processing, and after doing the processing it stores, and after storing it starts communicating to all these users who are connected to these servers, right? So just like i am doing I am doing the video right now, so it's nothing but a capturing. So after capturing, I will just upload this one into the YouTube, and after uploading it starts processing. And if anybody starts opening the YouTube in their laptops, then they're directly connected to the server, then they can able to communicate with this stored video, right? So like that it is a thing. So it is the main process of the ICT based support system, right? So whatever the PPT you are watching right now, it is comes under the ICT based teaching support system. But because here the capturing is happened, processing is happened, storing is happened, and now the stored thing is communicating to all of you, right? And next, ICT has proven to be vital form of teaching in nowadays in the today's scenario, but because ICT is a mostly populated teaching methodologies in nowadays, so it provides an ease for the teacher, because we can visualize the concepts to the students, and we need not to write on the blackboard continuously. So if the write up part is not there, then automatically the teaching or the to the teacher will be very easy, and we can finish the concept very fast, quick, and in a clear, understandable way to the students. And the students can able to store that information. That means if we give that information in the pen drive format, on in the or in the link, some website link format, so they can store and retry whenever they want, and they can able to manipulate the information as per their own analysis. Therefore, this has been encouraging active learning and the self responsibility of the learning with the use of ICT technology aids. So, it is a information and communication technology based teaching support system. And with the help of this ICT learning system, the shape of the computer assisted learning, that means the distance learning started, and the online degree programs are also going to be started by the university grants commissions in future, in soon. And the video conferences and the projectors, and even from the mobiles also you can learn. So this technology has the ability to not only engaging the students in subjective activities, but also enhance their cognitive skills, right? So ICT includes computers, internets, mobile phones, radios, and other audio visual equipments. In nowadays, the ICT teaching aid or merely another medium for the transmission of a knowledge, but have changed the relationship between the teacher and learner, right? So, because if we are teaching in a classroom, the relationship between the teachers and the students is different. It might be somewhat very close to them, but if you are teaching them with respect to this ICT technologies, I think the gap must be definitely maintained. Why? Because teaching is not only just like delivering the concept to the students, it is also just like to improve them in the psychological way also. So I think ICT doesn't provide such type of psychological improvement and motivational improvement to the students. So of course it may give the concepts, whatever the concepts are there in the textbooks, it may give one perfect visualization, but I think it might not be the all-round education to the students. Okay, fine. Anyhow, we are telling that this ICT is a new technology, and this for the teachers who wants to handle this ICT, they require the new skills and some planning and training. Some training is also necessary to the teachers. So before going into this teaching methodology based upon this ICT platform. So development of innovative practices and generation of new competences in ICT are very fastly growing, right? So these are the things regarding the ICT. And here I just gave one picture that here with the help of the microphones, let's say he is the teacher. With the help of microphones, audio is recording. With the help of camera, video is recording. And if any some other means, some any other media means, for example, apart from the microphone and the screen recorder or else camera, here I am also using the digital writing pad or else pen tablet. So with the help of any of these things, I'm just doing one video and putting in the YouTube, nothing but an internet. And then the candidates can able to avail by using the mobile phones. Mobile phones, we can get the audio visual, both these two. Telephones, only audio, and so many other clients also utilize this thing, right? So anyhow, this complete thing will give you one picture regarding the information and communication technology oriented teaching thing, right? I hope you understand. And based upon the sense organs, the different teaching methods are audio aids, visual aids, and the audio visual aids. So these are the three types are there. And coming to the audio aids, so here I kept one thing. So based upon the audio teaching methodology, uh, tape recorder. Of course, nowadays nobody is using this one, so I just took from the net. So nowadays we are using the audio recorders and audio players are there in our mobile phones itself. So audio aids means that involves the sense of hearing. For example, radio, recorders, and gramophones, etc. Of course, it is very, earliest thing. And next, while coming to the visual aids, so this visual method, which uses the sense of vision, for example, actual objects, showing the actual objects to the students, and few models, pictures, charts, maps, flashcards, and a bulletin board, chalkboard, and overhead projectors, slides, etc. So out of, whatever the examples I told right now, out of all these things, the blackboard and the chalk is a very common visual aids, right? So visual aids means it is the picture you can remember for your understanding purpose, showing the PPT. And next one is the audio visual, both these two at a time. So if you're playing any one movie in your mobile phone, of course we are regularly doing that one in this lockdown period. So then it is a combination of both audio and visual, both these two at a time. So these aids which involves a sense of a vision as well as the hearing, both these two. So examples are televisions and film projectors and film strips, etc. So this one is comes under the audiovisual aids. And the last one is here I divided the teaching aids under this one into the two methods, that is projected and non-projected. So coming to the projected aids, all these things are comes under example films, slides, overhead projectors, epidioscope, video projectors, and film strips that we can able to project the things on the screen. While coming to the non-projected aids, the graphic display 3D, audio, and activity. So graphics means showing the charts, flashcards, posters, pictures and photographs, maps and diagrams. Display boards means blackboard, whiteboard, sometimes smartboard also, and bulletin board, flannel board, magnetic board, and pegboards. 3D models, mock-ups, and objects and specimens, puppets. Audio means radio, recordings, digital audio player, televisions, telephone, and mobile. Activity means we have to do the activities in the field and doing the experimentation in the labs. Dramatics, doing some drama and showing them, and teaching mechanics or teaching machines, and some programmed instructions, right? So just remember these names as per this category, right? Because we may get a question based upon this one. So they may ask you that television comes under the projected aids or the non-projected aids. So you have to understand that television is comes under the non-projected aids, right? So anyhow, these are the concept regarding this fifth topic, that is the teaching support system. So I hope you understood well. So basically, the teaching support system, what is the definition, and what is the necessity, what is the need of this teaching support system, and what are the different types of teaching support system: traditional, using blackboard and chalk; modern support system, that means we are using the laptops and all these things; ICT based, so capturing and processing and storing and communicating. If all these four processes done, then it is ICT. So examples for the traditional support system and for the modern support system, and what exactly the ICT is, and the picture to get the understand of ICT, and the types of teaching methods based upon the sense organs: audio, video, and audio visual. So audio means tape recorders, gramophones, like that. Visual means just like the presentations or the blackboard and showing the projectors, overhead projectors or slides, maps, charts. Audiovisual means televisions, of course, whatever the things we are getting in the mobile phones, video players, and all these things comes on this one. And classification, examples of the projected and the non-projected aids, right? So it is a concept, and in the next lecture we are going to see the last topic of this first unit, that is the evaluation system. So I hope you understand all these topics very clear, and one WhatsApp link also I am providing in the description box of this video separately for this UGC NET paper 1 aspirants. And please share this channel to as maximum as possible to the UGC NET aspirants, because here I am doing the videos in a very clear way, that you need not to pay for the coaching centers or the online coachings, right? So you're going to get the clear concept, and all these PPTs are also available, that I am putting one link in the description box of this video. With that link you can download this PPT also, right? So if you want, put one message in the WhatsApp. I will send whatever the materials I'm having for the paper one, right? So all the best, guys. Thank you.